Okay, we will see today some more examples about overriding and some static keyword. Static keyword so far we have not discussed. First we will see about overriding, some more examples with different scenarios. After that we will see some static keyword. So if you see in your public static void main, right, we have a static keyword. So we will see what is the static keyword, what is the purpose of that one, how to use it. So we'll see two scenarios, static keyword and some of the overriding examples.
Okay.
Okay. So we have one of the, just minimize it. Okay, let me create one more simple Java project. Overriding means when you are extending another class, if there is an existing method is there, if you don't like the feature, you can override the same method, same return type in a different way. You can implement your own behavior. Like last one, we had an example vehicle, correct? Vehicle, two-wheeler, three-wheeler, auto, all those things we implemented, right?
Right.
So that is one example for overriding. Today we will see one more example. Okay, now what I'm trying to do, I'm going to create a class called A, and I'm going to create com dot test dot overriding. This is my package.
Okay.
Under that, I'm trying to create a class called A and finish it. So you can see the package, and the package also got created com.test.overriding a.java, correct? Now inside that, what I want to do, I want to create a simple method public void get name. So this is a simple method, and so here you will see void means return type is void, so I'm not going to return anything. Method name is get name, correct?
So whenever write the void, so it doesn't hold the whatever the within a method, whatever the value that you are putting and all this, it doesn't hold it back to the get name, right?
Correct, yes, exactly. It will not return back anything.
Okay.
Okay, now here,
That's the main purpose of void, right?
correct, yes. If you don't want to return anything back to them, caller, then you can make the return type as void.
Okay.
Okay, now the implementation part, I'm writing so a hyphen get name.
Yeah, another question part from the side. So
Mm-hmm.
if I have a public string get name, so
Mm-hmm.
if I have the value
Mm-hmm.
in a method, so that will revert it back to the string, right? If I write the string.
Yes, if you mention here string, then you have to return a string.
I have to put return and then that return will get it back to the value in get name.
Correct, exactly. Whatever type you are mentioning, that kind of value you have to return back, whether string or integer, float, double, whatever.
Okay.
Okay, clear, right? Why now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now I'm trying to create another class called B. So in B, what I'm trying to do, I'm trying extends A. Correct. So now in class B, we can able to see get name function also, get name feature also, correct?
Right.
Because we are extending it, correct?
Right.
Okay. Just assume here public void get name, and here we will write implementation. So here instead of A, I will keep B.
Okay.
Both the implementation are different, right? Here you will see A and here you will see B.
Right.
So now I'm trying to write one more class, A manager. And I'm going to select the checkbox. So public static void main, no need to write, it will generate it.
Mhm.
So now here what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to create an object for class A. A obj equal to new B.
Okay.
So now what I'm trying to do, I'm going to call method obj dot
Uh,
get name. So in this case, which method will be executed? This get name method will be there in A and B.
okay. So since I'm creating it for A, and then that will create that will execute from B. Actually, I have
Correct, exactly. Okay,
yeah.
now let me run it.
Yeah.
You are
I,
correct.
okay.
Now if we see the results, you will get B underscore get name something.
Okay.
So this is correct, right?
Yeah. So if I have the A object equal new A, so that will be
Then it's a straightforward. Then it will be called from A only.
A only. Okay. So that will be only calling from A.
If
Yes.
A obj equal to new A, then the method will be calling from A only.
Okay. All right. So since I
Okay.
have B, now it's calling it from B.
Correct.
But okay.
Now there is a slight change I'm going to do. So here what I'm trying to do, I'm going to keep static.
Okay.
If you see here static, right?
Uh-huh.
What it is telling?
Is given the
Static methods you are not able to override.
okay. Static you cannot override.
Yes, if you keep static methods cannot be override. Yes, you have to use the feature as it is.
What is a static exactly mean?
Yes, yes. For timing, just try to remember if you keep as a static, you are not able to override.
Okay.
If you want to put some condition, whatever behavior I'm giving, so users have to use my behavior as it is. It's
Okay.
kind of condition, correct? So whatever behavior the superclass is having, if you don't want to allow to the subclass users, then you make this as a static.
Okay.
So this is one of the rule in case of overriding.
Okay.
It is clear, right? Static methods cannot be overridden.
Yeah.
And just will make a note. Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
And now what I'm trying to do, okay, now we will see another example. You are asking what is class C. I'm trying to create another class called class C. I'm going to remove the static keyword, otherwise it will be in compilation error. So now here what I'm trying to do, I'm going to create a class called public
But no.
public void static get name.
Okay.
So we have to keep here before return type. So first method name, after that always return type. Static is optional. After that you have to keep, this is the order we have to maintain. First method name always, after that immediately return type.
Okay.
If you want to keep static, you can keep, otherwise you can ignore. Now we will see what is static. So this is class C, right?
Right.
Now go back to manager A. Okay, comment out all those things. This example we have already covered. So now we have a class called C, right? So from C class, I want to call get name method. So how we can able to call this one?
So at this moment, you just have to follow the same step like A.
C obj equal to new C, correct?
Oh, okay. If you are, but don't you think I have to mention the class name because since it is in the.
This is a class name, right?
Oh, okay. So, all right. Okay, okay, got it. So
I'm
the.
going, yeah, I want to call get name method from C class.
All right. Okay,
It's
okay, okay, got it.
independent class. It's independent. So
Yeah,
there
yeah,
is no
yeah.
relation. So that's what I did. I created an object.
Mm.
From the object, I'm trying to call get name method. So if I run it, I can see some results.
It will be okay. Now it's good.
This is perfect, right?
Mm-hmm.
This I think you know, right? This
Yes,
object
got it.
creation. And now what I'm trying to do, can we pause it? Is it possible without creating an object? Can I able to access this one?
Without creating an object, nope.
Correct. As per our knowledge, we are not able to access without creating an object.
Right.
So let's say, for instance, comment out these lines also for a time being. So I know the class name, I know the method name.
Right.
C dot get name. So this is my class name and this is my method name, correct?
Right.
So if I will call directly class name dot method name, what it's telling, it's compilation error, correct?
Right.
So now what I'm trying to do, just make this as a static. Then go back to your class. Did you see any compilation issues? No?
Oh no, because
No.
it's a static now.
Yes, now run it. So static members can be accessed by using just class name.
Okay. So that's the difference.
Yes.
Right. Static. That's nice.
No need to create.
Object for it.
Correct?
Yep.
So that is another usage of static keyword.
Right.
So now you understand, right? Static keyword, what is the static purpose?
Mm-hmm.
If
So
you
if I have it object that I'm creating it in a static,
mm-hmm,
right? Static method, so I don't
mm-hmm,
have to create an object for it specific. I just
correct,
go by the class name and then get the use the method from there.
correct. So that's what if you see your public static void main. Now you know main is a method name and this is a string array. You know void, right?
Uh-huh.
Now you
Yep.
know static also.
Right.
Now we have a pending keyword is public. That also we will see soon.
Okay.
So that's what in day one I have not explained all those things. Public static void main.
Okay. Yes. Got it.
So now it's clear, right? And what is static and overriding rules.
Right.
Okay. Now there is one more rule I will mention. So now if you keep here static, you are not able to override. Correct?
Right.
So instead of static, I don't want to keep final. Did you see this?
Yeah. Okay. I see final.
Meaning,
Yeah, I see the
meaning
arrow in get name.
compilation error. Meaning final methods also you are not able to override it.
Okay. Final method cannot be override.
Yes,
Yeah.
static or you can say final.
Method cannot be override. Okay.
Yes, this is one rule.
Okay.
Okay, now there is one more rule I am going to tell you. So final method cannot be overridden.
All right.
So we have to comment out this one just to make compilation purpose. So I will remove it to make compilation successful. Correct?
Hmm.
Now see, this is a class A and we are extending this one. Correct?
Right.
So what I am trying to do, I am going to make this class as a final.
Okay.
Then if you see what is the error here, I am not able to extend it. Did you see the error?
Yes.
What it is saying, the subclass type B cannot subclass
Oh,
the
final.
final class A. Meaning, if you make any class as a final, then you are not able to extend the class.
All right. Okay.
So then what you have to create an object always, then you have to use this feature. So you are not able to extend if you make any class as a final.
Hmm.
So these are the restricting rules for to stop overriding.
Okay.
You got this point? If you make any class as a final, then you are not able to do extends.
Right. If I have the static on there, I will not able
It's
to
a
do.
method like if you want to provide a condition method level, you make this as a static or final, then you are not able to override. So that is
Right.
only for one method. If you want to make all the methods as a conditional, then you make that class itself final.
Okay.
Correct?
Mm-hmm.
So this is the second rule. So final class cannot be. It's clear, right? This second point.
Yes.
Okay, just to make compilation purpose, I'm going to remove it.
Okay.
So far it's clear.
Yes.
These 3 points are very important in case of interview.
Yeah. So statics, I'm just gonna go back again.
Mhm.
Static and final method cannot be override. Right. Final,
Correct.
and if it cannot be override, and final method cannot be extend. In other word, I cannot do the, if I have the final, I cannot extend.
Correct.
And then static mean can be accessed. Okay. I think if I look at the note again, I got it.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, yes. Anyway, I will send the note, but you have to read these points again and again. Then after that, these points will be sticking to you in your mind.
Yeah. Okay. So
These are
this,
simple points, but it may confuse for you.
right. So these are the most of like interview question, right?
Yes, you will get so many questions just because of the small keywords. They'll keep static here, and they will write this piece of line. They will say, "Does this program will compile?" They will give an option. It will give output A, B get method, B get name, A get name, compilation issue, runtime issue. They will say so many options.
Okay. Got it.
They will give this small example, and they will expect what is the output.
Right.
Okay, now there is one more example for same final keyword. Okay, let me write one more class called D.
Okay.
What I'm trying to do, I'm declaring a field called age equal to 10. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
after that, what I'm trying to do, public
Boy.
int
Oh,
get age.
okay.
What I have to return here, I am planning to return age age.
Oh,
This example is very small. I mean, clear, right? Just a class, and I have declared a variable, and after that I have declared a method, and I'm returning age.
right.
This is clear, right?
Mm-hmm.
So before returning the age, what I am trying to do, age equal to age plus 5. I'm modifying the age, I'm returning it back.
Okay.
Correct?
Okay, so that will return 15.
Correct. Exactly. Perfect. So now what I want to do, I don't want users to modify this field.
Okay, so that means the final. Okay.
Then if you make this variable as a final, then you are not able to change this variable. It is fixed, that's all. Always you have to use the value will be 10 only. Even it will not allow you to change it back again.
Oh, so if I okay, what would be the then output then if you
First you have to fix this compilation issue. You have to comment out this line. So you don't have rights to change this variable value. Why? Because this is a final.
Oh, okay. So whenever I put it the final, so it even I'm assigning the value, right? For the variable, I'm assigning a value for variable. After that, within a method, even if I want to change some modification I wanted to do in method, I cannot do it because of the final state, right?
Exactly correct. So when we are going to use this final keyword, there is a realistic example I will use. Say for instance, public, and remove public, int get amount. So this is a simple method and it will take return amount. I'm returning this much amount. So here int amount comma int account number. So I'm giving two inputs here, amount plus account number. We need to give, sorry, not amount, just say account number. Just you have to give account number and you have to return back the total balance.
Okay.
So in this case, whatever user is giving the account number, do we need to change? We should never change, right?
Okay.
Say for instance, user is giving 100, account number is, so this is the account number. So if you give some rights to the implementation people, what they will do, account number equal to plus, they can write, they can modify, right? See, account number got modified, it got corrupted, correct?
Right.
But originally in a general scenario, we should never change. Whatever user is giving, we have to take that one as it is.
Yes. So
Then what you can do, you can make this one as a
final.
Then nobody can change that value. Correct?
Yeah. Okay.
This point is clear, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is one of the important question. They will give one small line class A and they will give this method and they will say what is the output. And they will say the output is 1000 and they will say it will not return anything, compilation error, runtime error, like that they will give options. They'll make you confusion.
Right. Okay.
So final class. So final fields cannot be modified.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Correct?
Right.
Final fields cannot be modified, final class cannot be extended, final methods cannot be overridden.
Yes.
That is the final keyword purpose. So you need to comment out. Maybe I can send this example also. If this point is clear, right? Final members cannot be modified.
Right, because I'm put it in a
Yes.
final. So if anything that is has to do with the final, that cannot be re
Modified.
yeah, cannot be modified, right? Even I have it in the method. Okay.
Okay, this point is clear, right? Final and static.
Yeah. Final and static, moreover.
Clear, right?
Can you give me a little example, one more example on final again? Sorry.
You want one more example? These are the scenarios. And then what else scenario I have? Yeah, I can give class X integer mm, balance equal to 1000.
Okay.
Just make it very simple.
Yeah, that's a variable for it. Okay.
Extend. So in Y class, what I am trying to do? Extends
X, right?
X. So here public void get balance, and I'm trying to return balance. We have a field, right? Balance.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to corrupt the balance and I'm trying to return it. Return,
Balance.
correct?
Right.
So we need to make this one as a int. Now this is perfect, right?
Right.
So this is a superclass and this is a subclass. So I'm extending it. After that, this field is available in my class also, correct?
Right.
So this field is available in my class also. Why? Because I'm extending that superclass.
Right.
So now if after extending that class, I can able to modify the value, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Now just make it this one as a final.
So then I cannot do that.
You are not able to access itself. What is he saying? Cannot be assigned. So let comment out. So
No.
final fields cannot be modified in case of overridden also.
Right.
So
Okay.
you will get this copy of into your class, but you are not able to modify it.
Right. But if I take up plus 10, that will be able to
Yes,
hold
that
it.
will work. Yes.
Okay.
So this is another example in a different way.
Okay. Good. Okay.
So
I got it.
final class cannot be overridden, final methods cannot be overridden, final fields cannot be modified.
Okay.
So final keyword will be applicable for class, methods, and members fields.
Right.
Static field is available, is applicable only for inside the class,
Right.
either for variables or methods only. Static keyword cannot be applied for class level.
Okay.
So that is another rule. So that also I will write it here. Static keyword only for class members,
Hmm.
not for class. So you cannot keep here like a static class.
Right.
So it will not allow. That is a wrong usage.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So you have to use static keyword either for variables or methods.
Right. It does.
Perfect?
Yeah. It doesn't apply it on the class. Okay.
Correct, exactly.
When you extending it. Okay.
This point is clear, right?
Yes.
Now we will see some other main topic. It's a very small one. So now what I'm right now, I'm going to create another um, simple Java class. So right click, go to new Java project. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm going to create a class pack. I mean, project name as abstract class demo,
Yes.
and we will see what is abstract and all, and finish it. So this is our project. So inside SRC, so far, I mean, we have not created any class, so everything is empty. Correct?
Yes.
So now what I'm trying to do, I am going to create a simple class called house. Did you see that there is a simple class? I have created a house. So the package is com.house. Package name is com.house. The class name is house, capital H.
All right.
So just create it. You see, the class got created. Correct?
Right. Mm-hmm.
So here what I want to do, house means for house we have a ceiling, we have a roof, we have walls, we have windows. Correct? These are some of the features. Correct?
Right.
So public void get windows. So windows means you have to describe your windows. Correct? Windows are made with glass or wood. Maybe. Correct?
Right.
Made up with glass. So correct, if you say get windows, then it will give the description. So my windows are made up with glass.
Right.
Perfect. I'm going to create another class called house. You can say new house. It is extending
Mm-hmm.
house. So I'm going to create another class called new house, and I'm trying to extend the house.
House. Okay.
So if I don't like this behavior, then what I can do, I can override the windows. Then I can say my windows are made up with wood. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
I can give different behavior. Correct?
Okay.
Correct? I can give here instead of glass, I can say wood. This is also one more overriding example.
Right. Right.
So here the implementation is different and here is different. Correct? You see here a glass and here is a wood, but behavior is same. Correct?
Right.
Implementation is different.
Right.
Yes, correct. So you have an option to change the behavior always. Correct?
Right.
So say for instance, now for every house having a ceiling, correct?
Right.
Floor, forget about ceiling, floor.
Mm-hmm.
Public void
Floor.
get floor. Sorry. Floor means you can say here floor made up with marble or plain or cement. You can made your floor with marble or a plain cement, correct?
Right.
So that is up to you how you are going to, I mean, make it up your floor.
Right.
Then you can override it. This is
Something just like.
then you don't have that much money, then make it simple cement.
Mm-hmm.
It's possible, right? You can make your floor with cement also, right? If you
Right.
don't
Right.
have that much capable to keep marble, then you can keep cement at least. Correct?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Behavior is same, floor.
Right.
Okay, so far it's clear, right? I think we have already saw these kind of examples, correct?
Right. Right.
Now, what I want to do as part of super class, I don't know the behavior. I don't know how to implement it. Say for instance, you don't know how to implement it.
Okay.
So just you know the method name, behavior name, but you don't know how to implement it.
Okay.
Then you can keep this one as abstract. Meaning you know the floor, but you don't know how to implement it. I mean, you don't know whether it's a cement or it's a marble or something else. You don't know. Just you know only the floor. House should have a floor, but you don't know how to implement it. Then you can keep this method type as abstract. It's an abstract behavior. You don't know how it got implemented.
Okay.
Then if you keep here as an abstract, then we have to keep the same keyword for your class also. Did you see that? Now everything is perfect, right?
Right. But
So there is a behavior in superclass, but there is no implementation. The implementation is there in subclass. Correct?
okay. Mm-hmm. But so now the difference is if I use the final, right?
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't able to extend, but I'm even using the abstract, but still I'm able to
Yes,
extend.
it's abstract. If you keep abstract, we can able to extend it.
Okay. Only the final cannot extend. Okay.
Yes, correct. Now here the difference is if you don't know how to implement a method, then you can do like this. Just declare the method and no brackets, just colon. Basically here the house who is writing this class right house, that person don't know how to implement it. He is giving a option to the users who is trying to extend this class. They can implement.
Okay.
Got it right? That is the main purpose of abstract keyword. If you don't know how to implement it, then you can mark that particular method as an abstract, and immediately if you see any abstract method in a class, at least one abstract method, then you have to mark that class as a
Abstract.
abstract.
Okay. Makes sense.
Okay, this is one rule. Say for instance, even though if there is no abstract methods, but still you can able to keep this one as abstract. Meaning, for time being, what I will do, okay, I will provide implementation here for time being. So if you will provide implementation, then you should not keep abstract, correct?
Right.
Then I had to remove it.
Also, so you don't
This
have
is
to remove it on the. Okay.
this is optional. Even though if there is no abstract methods, but still you can keep this one.
Oh, so even the even I have the different classes. Even let's say instead of writing public class, I can write the public strict class. So
Exactly.
that wouldn't stop me from.
It will not stop you.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So
Right.
even though there is no abstract methods, but still you can keep this class as abstract.
Right. Okay.
So there is no that kind of condition. But if at least one abstract method is there, if you are not keeping abstract, then it will fail. Compilation will fail.
Right, because I have been mentioned that in the method class.
Yes. Then definitely you have to keep here
Strict.
abstract. Otherwise, it will not allow compilation. So this is one of the example for abstract class and abstract method.
Right.
Correct?
Right.
So now it is clear, right, so far?
Yes.
So can I keep here final?
if you do final,
It doesn't make sense, right? If you make this as a final, then who will implement this one? Nobody can extend, nobody can override, right, this method.
right? Mm-hmm.
So
But
just you are declaring a method. If you make final, nobody can override it, correct?
right. But is it I can put the final is in a, after public in the class name, so that way that can
Where?
someone
Here?
in now above in the class name.
That is also not allowed.
That's not okay. So since I'm using the public final
Correct.
get class.
That is also not allowed. Why? Because so if you make this a class as a final, then you are not able to
Extend.
extend. This is one rule. Even though if you are not extending also, it will not allow you. Why? Because this class is a
Abstract.
so abstract class cannot be final. If you
Okay.
remove this abstract, then it will allow.
Okay. But it
So
is
why?
not a
Because there is a I mean abstract method is there, right? We have to provide implementation for this one, correct?
right.
How we will provide the implementation? You have to extend it, correct?
Right.
So if you say this final, then you are not able to extend, correct? You are
Right.
providing, I mean, a condition to stop the extents. But then if you are not able to extend this class, then how you will provide implementation,
Yes, that's
correct?
right.
So we
Mm-hmm.
have to, for abstract class, final will not work.
Right.
So abstract class, so this
Yeah.
is a rule. If the class is not abstract, then you can use final, correct?
Correct.
So abstract class cannot be final. So we have to remove it. See, in our previous example, we were using final for a class, correct?
Right.
Why? Because that time that class was not abstract. If you see
Right.
here, did you see any final?
Nope.
No, no, here you can make final, no? See, this is working perfect, right?
Right.
Why? Because this is not abstract class. If you make this as abstract, see what it's telling?
Mm.
Class D either sub abstract cannot both. So whether you want final or abstract, any one, only one you can use. You cannot use both together.
Okay.
Correct?
Yes. If I have the abstract plus, right,
Mm-hmm,
it
mm-hmm.
can stand. Okay.
Correct. If at least one abstract method is there, then we have to make that class as a abstract class.
Mm-hmm.
This point is clear, right? If at least one abstract method is there in a class, then we have to mark that class as abstract, correct?
Correct.
So that is the second point.
Yeah. If is there any, you mean if is there any method is abstract class, then we have to the class name. We have to have the.
Correct. Mark. We have to mark that class as abstract.
Mm-hmm. If you have a method, okay.
Even if there is no abstract method, but still you can keep abstract.
Right. That's right.
That
Yeah.
is also another condition.
Right.
So I will
And
write that point also.
it wouldn't bother you to do
Yes,
anything.
it will not stop you. Don't keep abstract. Don't say, it will not say there is no abstract method. You should not keep that. There is no that condition.
Right. We can use abstract. It's
Yes,
just an option. It's just
yes,
the user
optional.
whatever where they wanted to modify that method in their own class. Okay.
Correct?
Yes.
Even abstract methods, you can mark that class as abstract.
Right.
So this is one of the some of the important keywords: abstract, static, final.
Correct.
And tomorrow also, I think you can connect. Mustafa said he will connect only Saturday or Sunday one day.
Only Saturday, Sunday he's gonna connect?
Yes, he's because his class is over. Yesterday, the last class.
Uh-huh.
He said he want to connect Saturday or Sunday one day for some, maybe for 1 month or sometime. Maybe after that, maybe he will plan. For 1 month, right? He want to connect only Saturday or Sunday one day because his course is over. He want to read or something.
Oh, okay.
Maybe he said he will join with you or something. Maybe he will think about it, but he will not connect in weekdays. In weekends, some one day he said he is going to connect. That to your morning time.
Oh, okay.
His course is over. Maybe he didn't say when he will connect exactly, but he said weekend some one day he said he is going to connect. So we will connect tomorrow also.
Okay, sure. We can connect.
Tomorrow, I think it's tomorrow. It's possible for you Friday, right?
Tomorrow is possible, but is it
You will be
possible?
in traveling. So if you are not traveling, you can say, otherwise no problem.
Is it possible to do it at 7 o'clock?
7 o'clock means at what time? Your
Like,
7 p.m. you were telling?
yeah, 7 p.m. Like you like half an hour earlier than usual for your timing.
No, I think I have another class.
Oh,
Mm.
5:30 for you. Oh, oh, okay.
Oh, 5:30 a.m. for me. Why? Because I have a class at 6 a.m.
Okay.
Meaning,
So 6 a.m. is me, right? Okay. Okay.
yes. So you
Uh,
mean from your time 7:30 I have a class.
okay. Hmm.
So if it is not possible, no problem. We will cancel for tomorrow. Why? Because you need to travel it, right?
It's not about trouble. It's something else. Okay, it's
Uh,
fine. I'll join. Don't worry.
so you will join same time?
Yeah.
Okay, sure, fine. Yeah, no problem.
Sure.
Okay, if
All right.
there is any plan, please send me a message. Okay.
All right, dear. Sure, I'll let you know if there any plan comes up.
Okay, fine. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, thanks.
Can you also forward me the note that
Yes,
you?
sure. I will send note and video together.
All right. Perfect.
Okay,
Thank you.
fine. Yeah,
All
fine.
right.
Yeah, thanks. No problem.